Today we're going to discuss peace and chaos. From 2018 through 2021, life was definitely challenging. 2018, I lost my grandmother. My grandmother just wasn't your average grandmother. That was my lady. I was her favorite grandchild. That just is what it is. Sorry to my sister, sorry to my cousins. But yeah, the year before that, I actually got to go visit her. I got to cook for her. I got to drive her to her meeting. She was Jehovah's Witness. So I got to spend time with her, but I did lose her in 2018. 2019, I lost my father to testicular cancer that metastasized. I went to Atlanta in January. I lost him in July. So that was hard too. So when I was down there, I realized that we were trying to save him, but I wasn't down there to save my dad. I was down there to spend his last moments with him until he transitioned. I remember a couple days before he died, he was kind of out of it, but he snapped out of it for 5 minutes. And he gave me this big long hug and said, "I love you," and told me how much he appreciated me. And we just sat there and cried. And he kind of snapped back into it, but that was like the last 5 minutes of emotion and love that I received from him. That was amazing. So that was in July. Around September, my my best friend Mike, who was my best friend, he lost his wife and his son, his unborn son, in a car accident, which was my sister and my godson. So that was 2 months, around 2 months back to back. So then that happened. That was hard. And that was harder on him, way more harder on me, but that hurt my soul too, because that was my sister, that was my godson. And then in 2020 was COVID, of course. And I got myself into a relationship that I couldn't handle. I tried to take on a woman with 3 kids and be responsible for 80% of the bills. I don't have any kids. So I'm taking on 4 people and putting all that weight on me. So I was just drinking and I was out of it, and I'm trying to mask everything with money. That was 2020. 2021, that's when the symptoms of MS started hitting. We had got 2 dogs, and I was walking them one day, and they're like little dogs like this, and they're just pulling me. And I didn't have the strength. So I actually spent my 37th birthday in the hospital, like just by myself in a hospital bed. So that was, those 3 years were definitely challenging, definitely a little rough. But to say everything right, in the back of my mind, like deep down inside, even though I was scared, even though I was like scared I was gonna die, I didn't know what was gonna happen next, I would say I always had a peace of mind that everything that's gonna happen is gonna be for the benefit of my greater good. And then so now I go back and I realize that everything happened for a reason. My grandmother passed, and my dad passed, and Mike's wife passing, and my godson passing. Is, I believe this: when people pass, they go and transition to a place so they can help guide you through life and help you on your journey to help you become a better person. Because now I look back, it's like I have through this life, I've overcame MS, I've overcame chronic kidney disease, I've overcame high blood pressure, and these people are behind me, guarding me, watching me, helping me become more successful and catapult myself into a higher level. So I just want to say to anybody that's going through anything, and you're going through something chaotic, just find that peace and understand that everything that's happening to you is for the benefit of you in the long run. It's gonna feel crazy now. You're gonna be hurt. You're gonna be emotional, and I know when you're in it, you can't see it. All you see is just cloudiness and muddiness, and it's hard. But I just want to say, just hold your head up and understand that everything's gonna happen for the benefit of your good. Just keep on trekking, keep the faith, keep that stronghold in yourself, and trust me, everything's gonna work out for you. So my thing is always find your peace in chaos. Peace and blessings.